YouTube, welcome in. I'm Ecks, here with Austin
How's it going?
and RoCkstar,
What up, everybody?
who apparently is a magician this week. Um, we're going to be giving our thoughts on what our team is going to be doing in the 2026 NFL season. We're going to go month by month. So this is going to be part one of September. And I'm going to kick it over to Austin for his week one prediction for the Los Angeles Rams.
All right, week one, my Los Angeles Rams. We are either kicking off the season or we're the second game of the season. And we will be kicking off the season down under against the San Francisco 49ers. And, I think we're going to come out with the dub here. The 49ers always give us a good fight. They're always going to be a super competitive game against each other. Um, I just don't know if the 49ers are currently built enough to be able to compete and stay healthy. I know that's bold to say on week one, but they're also going to a continent where everything there wants to kill you. So we shall see.
Including each other, at least for the teams. Uh, I mean, the Niners, in my opinion, the Niners have always been a really good team to great, really good to great. I mean, there were a few seasons here and there that they were terrible, but um, yeah, I think the Rams probably have it in week one. What do you think, Rockstar?
Yeah, I mean, the 49ers, they do have a good team, but Purdy is past his prime, I feel. And CMC, who knows? He might get injured preseason, not even make it to that game. So I can definitely agree that your boys will get a win week one.
Hot take number one: Brock Purdy past his prime. All right.
Yes, and Mike Evans is a child,
Eh,
the prime of his youth.
me- mentally, yes. So week one, the Bengals play at home against the Buccaneers. And as much as we said earlier on this channel that I think the Buccaneers are going to win the NFC South, but they're going to start off 0-1 because the Bengals are going to start off 1-0. They are definitely defeating the Buccaneers. They're going to start off strong. I mean, starting off 1-0 is always starting off strong. Um, I don't. I think they're gonna go out there with a point to prove that the Bengals are here to stay. The Bengals are actually a good team. We're not going back to the '90s Bengals where there's a good offense, an okay defense, but they can't win.
Yeah, see, it's going to
I
be a good matchup, I think, in my opinion. I mean, you're going to have what Mayfield and Irving against your boy Burrow and Chase.
Yep.
It's going to be a real close game. You said that first week is at Cincinnati.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, I'm going to give you all the win, but probably only just by a touchdown. So,
I gotta agree. I think the Bengals are gonna take this one. I think the Bengals are low key one of the most improved teams from this offseason, and I think the Buccaneers are a team that really didn't do much of anything. Ruben Bain is the only addition they've gotten that I think is really a difference maker from what I can tell. I haven't looked too closely, but I think the Bengals should have this pretty handedly.
They also got rid of people like Mike Evans, as mentioned earlier.
well, then I guess moving on to week one for your boys, the Steelers. We have Atlanta playing against the Falcons at home. Home opener on September 13th. And it's going to be interesting to see how we do, especially with new coach, a little bit of change in the, offensive weapons that we have. But I can't pull for the Falcons. I mean, Bijan, it's going to be interesting to see who gets that start, whether it's Penix or Tua. And they're sort of in the same boat as us, but I'm picking the Steelers week one win over the Falcons at
I think I gotta agree with this. You're talking about stability to the point of basically not going anywhere versus the biggest mystery box in the NFL. I have no clue what the Falcons are going to look like this season. I don't think the Falcons know what the Falcons are going to look like this season. Um, it's a total mystery. I don't know if Mike Penix is going to be healthy and play. Uh, I don't know what their receiving core is going to look like outside of Drake London. It's I don't know if James Pierce Jr. is going to play or if he's going to be in prison. Uh, thanks, by the way, Falcons. Uh, Please be good, Ty Simpson. But no, I got to go with the Steelers.
As much as it hurts my soul, I also have to go with the Steelers. Uh, Mostly because I don't think Penix is going to be healthy. I think it's going to be Tua, and Tua turn the ball over is not a great quarterback. He looked good for like a season or two with Terry Hill, who makes anybody look good. But yeah, unfortunately, I do agree with both of you in thinking that the Steelers are going to start off 1-0. But let me start here on week two. Week two, the Cincinnati Bengals play in Houston against the Texans. Now, I'm a big CJ Stroud guy. I love the Texans. I think they're on the verge of becoming a perennial contender. Um, However, I don't think they're going to beat the Bengals. I think CJ Stroud is going to do CJ Stroud things and throw a couple interceptions. Probably to DJ Turner. Hopefully to Josh Newton. I like Josh Newton, but I think the Bengals are going to start off 2-0, going to Houston on the better half's birthday and getting me a victory.
Well, we will agree to disagree on that one, I think. It's going to be interesting. I mean, I'm a Stroud fan as well. He's part of my PC and collecting cards. And it's going to be interesting to see what Montgomery's going to do there as well. Split up Sonic and Knuckles out of Detroit. Uh, it'll be interesting to see if he's able to mesh his running game with Nico Collins's,
Yep.
catching. But at Houston, I think I'm going to give Houston that win over the Bengals.
I think all the excitement in this game is going to come from the Bengals on offense. You've got a phenomenal offense versus a phenomenal defense, and a questionable offense versus what should be a decent defense now. Um, I think it's all going to depend on can CJ Stroud get right with God and figure out what's wrong with him, because at this point, good Lord.
I agree with all that. All right. Still,
All right, and week two, we get to man. I really wish our compadre was here because we could talk back and forth probably about 20 minutes on this game. We get to play against the New England Patriots week two, and let's see, I forget. We are playing at New England. There in Gillette Stadium. Um, you know, it's going to be you've got Romeo Dobbs, Drake May, and Trayvon Henderson. Will be interesting to see if he's able to, tear it up on his this is second, third year, I think.
second.
Um, See how much he can mesh with May, but I still think it's such a toss up with us not knowing how it's going to be with the new head coach. But I'm sticking with the Steelers on that victory. I just think our defense is going to be able to contain what New England can throw at us.
I think this one's going to be a pretty big coin flip. I think the teams are pretty evenly matched. Uh, Honestly, it could go either way, but I am going to agree with you. I think the Steelers are going to come away with the dub. I think it being in Gillette is not going to be as much of a factor because it's being played in September. If this were later on in the season, but even then, the Steelers are well adapted to playing in the cold. Um, but no, yeah, I think the Steelers are going to come away with this. This is going to be a real season where the Patriots are either going to come down to reality or uh, My God, they can do it again.
I'm going to actually disagree with both of you. I think Drake May with Romeo Dobbs and AJ Brown. Don't forget they have AJ Brown as well. And Travion Henderson and Ramondre Stevenson. Like they have the two headed monster in the backfield. They got at least two guys to throw it to. And Patriots defense has almost always been amazing, even when the offense was terrible. And the Steelers offense is questionable. The defense, I'll give the defense credit though. The Steelers defense is on that cusp of elite, if
Yeah,
not
well, I
if
mean,
not
to me,
already
I
elite.
think yes, our offense is questionable in the quarterback slot. Everywhere else on the offense, I mean, yes, it's going to be interesting to see how Rico and Metcalf do being new to the team. Hopefully, Jalen Warren can go through and keep it going, as well as our other new wide receiver that we acquired, Michael Pittman. So we have a lot of changes going.
Well,
But,
DK Metcalf
you
was
know,
there last season, but I still think going to New England is going to be even it being in September, it's going to be a very difficult time to win, difficult place to win rather. Um, so I don't foresee the Steelers winning week 2, and obviously better half. Her team is the Patriots. It's going to be on her birthday, so I hope they win for her.
Honestly, for your sake, they should probably win too. Uh, I feel like the word of the day is questionable. Um, week 2, the Los Angeles Rams are going to be facing the New York Giants. Game is going to be played at SoFi. Uh, though, let's be honest, we very rarely get home field advantage because it's SoFi. We're usually taken over by foreign fans. Though I don't know if the Giants are going to be a big enough fandom to do that. Um, I think we're going to come away with the dub here. The Giants are a very improved team, but I feel like they're still one, maybe two more seasons away or off seasons away from really being contenders at this point. Uh, but I could be proven wrong. Though honestly, this is one of the ones in our first few games that I am very firm on. I think we got the Giants handled.
As much as I am looking forward to the Giants, I think Jackson Dot is going to be running for his life. Miles Garrett is going to become well acquainted with Jackson Dot in that game. I'm going to go out on a limb and predict 3 sacks for uh, Miles Garrett. Do I really want the Giants to do well, but this game is not going to be for them. And as far as home field thing, pretty sure there are more Rams fans in the stands than there ever are Chargers fans.
Oh, they're usually the same fans. Also, the three sacks for Miles Garrett. How many sacks are we going to get to? Don't speak his name, but he's coming back. Mark my words.
Yeah, we don't know. We don't know if he is. He might get one if he's there.
Let me dream.
And just to sort of reflect on what X said, yeah, I mean, Dart doesn't have to really worry about running for his life. He's got Scatteroo. He can hand the ball off to him and let him go through and straight kamikaze the best that he can. But no, I'm still saying that I don't see the Giants having enough juice in them to be able to overcome the Chargers. So
All right, and week 3 we'll start with the Steelers.
yeah, week 3 we play the. Is this a high school team that we play? Oh, it's the Bing girls that we play in Pittsburgh. They get to make a trip to our hometown, be in our house, get their asses whipped. We've already discussed all of the, you know, weapons that we have. With TJ Watt, I'm saying he gets at least 2.5 sacks that game. Burrow probably gonna cry, have to change his diaper, at least once or twice during the game. And then just gonna see a big connection, hopefully several times between whatever quarterback we decide to throw, whether we decide to grab the cheerleader off the stands and come in to throw, we've got Pittman, we've got Metcalf, we've got Dowdle that can go out. It's going down. I'm picking the Steelers by 10.
I'm sensing a little bit of hostility.
No, no, no. Just enthusiasm.
We'll go to Austin. Hear his thoughts.
I need a moment to decompress there. This one's going to be interesting. AFC North just reminds me of what I love about football. It is just slugfest, punch you in the mouth football. Teams that legitimately hate each other, and that's what I love. That's what I like to see. This is a tough one. I could see it going either way, much like the Steelers' previous matchup, but in this case, I am going to go with the Bengals, just because I think the Steelers' defense is really good. I think it's like X said, on the cusp of being elite. I don't think they're going to be able to stop the Bengals' offense, and I think the Bengals' defense is improved enough that it should just be able to hamper Old Man Rodgers enough.
All right. So before I give my my full thing, because I'm not going to yet. I just got to say one thing about throwing any quarterback in there. You give us Kenny Pickett, and we will tear him apart. I know y'all don't have him anymore, but just gonna throw that out there real quick. But I will wait to give uh, my full thought process until after Austin tells us what the Rams are doing in Week 3.
All right, week 3. This is a game I am especially excited for because I am going to be there. My very first NFL game. The Rams are coming to Denver. Yep, they are coming to Mile High, and oh, this is going to be a slugfest. This is going to be a super exciting game because this is the almost Super Bowl of last season. Uh, Honestly, the Broncos defense is so solid. I think they are going to give Stafford a lot of trouble. Um, but at the same time, I think our defense has improved to the point that we are going to give the Broncos an equal amount of trouble. So I expect it's probably going to be a low scoring affair, but I do think the Rams are going to come away with the win. Probably only a one score game.
So you're saying the Rams are going to start off 3-0?
A man can dream, can't he?
I'm going to say the Rams are probably going to start off 2-0. This the Broncos
Two
game
and one.
it's going to be a close game. I can tell you that much. High scoring, low scoring, not sure. I just know it's going to be close with probably within 3 points. But I think the Broncos might be able to take it. And that's
Yeah. I mean, to me, I feel that it is going to be a low scoring game, 7-14, 7-10, 7-13, something like that. But I do think that the Broncos have the advantage of, being in Mile High, being above sea level. And I just don't think that the Rams will have enough lung capacity to be able to carry themselves to a victory. So I'm picking your Rams to be 2-1. I'm picking the Bengals to be 2-1. I think I had said as well,
say 1-2.
and or 1-2 for you, and then the Steelers being 3.
So now my thoughts on week 3 for the Bengals. We're going 17-0, baby. No, I'm just kidding. We're obviously not going 17-0, and our first loss is going to come in week 3, in Pittsburgh, because I mean, as Austin said, the AFC North is smash mouth, old school football. You hate your opponent. I hate Pittsburgh, but it's hard to win in Pittsburgh, and I don't. I think I think the Steelers are going to be very angry after losing to the Patriots, and I think that the Bengals are going to be a little cocky and not be able to pull it off against the Steelers. I think Schittsburg is winning the first contest of the season against each other. So I got Cincy going 2-1 in September. And I know we already talked about it, but anybody else to say? Anything else to say?
I can't wait for football to be back.
Agreed.
Yeah, I think it's going to be an interesting season. There was, to me, a few more shakeups than normal as far as different players on different teams, new coaches. It'll be very interesting to see how those new players are able to interweave in with the programs that have already been put in place and be able to adapt. And just hope that we don't have any, AJ Brown incidents or Antonio Brown, I think, that's who I meant and just mid-season decide, no, I don't want to play.
Mid-season mental collapse by a player, not just a team.
I think Sean McVay is taking away Puka's phone, so that's a good start.
All right. Well, don't forget, like the video, comment down below, let us know what your team is doing in September. And join the Discord. The Discord. Subscribe. Like the video.
Subscribe to my
That.
channel as
Subscribe
well.
to RoCkstar's channel.
RoCkstar CC Nonsense. New video every Friday.
Every Friday, card openings. And we'll see you in the next one for part 2, October.
Deuces.